Welcome to a new journey. In this episode, we will visit one of the most fascinating countries in Europe, a place that offers the perfect mix of history, culture, and nature. With vibrant cities like Lisbon and Porto, dreamlike beaches in the Algarve, medieval castles, charming villages, vineyard landscapes, and exquisite cuisine that delights every palate. Let's take a look at the 10 must-see things in Portugal. Number 10. Guimarães. Located in the north of the country, Guimarães is considered the birthplace of the Portuguese nation, as it was here that key battles for independence were fought and where Afonso Henriques, the first king of Portugal, was born. Strolling through this picturesque city feels like stepping back in time, thanks to its well-preserved historic center, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where cobbled streets, medieval squares, and centuries-old buildings tell stories of the past with captivating charm. Its historic center, one of the most beautiful in Portugal, is well worth exploring. Narrow, well-kept streets are lined with granite buildings, charming arcades, and houses with wrought iron balconies. Praça de Santiago and Praça da Oliveira are two of the liveliest spots, surrounded by cafes and restaurants where you can soak up the local atmosphere. The city's most iconic symbol is undoubtedly the Castle of Guimarães. Built in the 10th century to defend the population from Norman and Moorish attacks, this imposing fortress stands on a hilltop and offers stunning views over the city. Very close to the castle is the Chapel of São Miguel, where, according to tradition, Afonso Henriques was baptized, and the Palace of the Dukes of Braganza, a 15th-century noble residence featuring wooden ceilings, tapestries, and period furniture that showcase the grandeur of Portuguese aristocracy. Number 9. Óbidos. Located just over an hour's drive from Lisbon, Óbidos is one of the most beautiful villages not only in Portugal, but in all of Europe. Entering through the Porta da Vila, the main gate, already gives a glimpse of the charm that awaits visitors. Decorated with traditional Portuguese tiles, it opens onto a cobbled street lined with flowers, whitewashed houses with colorful door and window frames, and shops selling local products, crafts, and sweets. Wandering through its narrow streets invites you to get lost without a map, discovering hidden corners full of history and beauty. One of its main attractions is the Castle of Óbidos. This medieval fortress, which now functions as a historic hotel, has been carefully restored and retains the majesty of its towers, walls, and inner courtyards. Walking along the top of the walls, almost entirely accessible, is highly recommended, as it offers magnificent views of the village and surrounding countryside. Another must-see is the Church of Santa Maria, located in the main square, known for its beautifully tiled interior and Renaissance altar. In addition, Óbidos boasts a rich cultural life throughout the year. Events such as the medieval market, which transforms the village into a 13th century town with period costumes, live music, tournaments, and traditional food, or the International Chocolate Festival, which fills the streets with sweets and cocoa-made sculptures, attract thousands of visitors. Number 8. Azores. Formed by 9 volcanic islands, this Portuguese archipelago offers spectacular landscapes, lush nature, and a peaceful atmosphere that invites both disconnection and awe. São Miguel Island, known as the Green Island, is the largest and most visited of the archipelago. Its capital, Ponta Delgada, blends tradition with modernity and serves as a great starting point to explore the island. One of its most stunning sights is the Lagoa das Sete Cidades, a volcanic caldera that holds 2 twin lakes, one blue and one green, separated by a bridge. The view from the Vista do Rei lookout is simply breathtaking. Another captivating island is Pico, named after Portugal's highest mountain, Mount Pico, which rises 2,351 meters above sea level. Climbing to its summit is one of the most epic adventures you can experience in the Azores. Pico is also known for its vineyards planted between lava fields, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and is one of the best places for whale and dolphin watching. Faial Island, with its city of Horta, is famous for its marina, a historic meeting point for sailors from around the globe. The harbor is adorned with hundreds of colorful paintings created by visiting seafarers. Nearby, you'll find the lunar-like landscape of the Capeliños volcano, formed by an eruption in 1957 that forever altered the island's geography. The Interpretation Center provides a fascinating insight into this natural event. Terceira, another of the main islands, stands out for its colonial architecture and vibrant cultural life. The city of Angra do Heroísmo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, features a charming historic center filled with churches, palaces, and cobbled streets. Terceira also offers volcanic caves like Algarve do Carvão, where visitors can descend into the earth and admire spectacular geological formations. In addition to its natural beauty, the Azores is a perfect destination for outdoor activities such as hiking, cycling, kayaking, diving, and relaxing in natural thermal pools. Number 7. Porto. Located on the banks of the Douro River in northern Portugal, Porto is the country's second most important city. Its historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a maze of cobbled streets, tiled facades, and scenic viewpoints offering stunning views. One of the first places that usually impresses visitors is the Ribeira district, right by the river. Its colorful houses, terrace bars, traditional boats, and lively atmosphere give it a unique charm. From here, you can admire one of the city's most iconic landmarks, the Dom Luís Firm Bridge, a 19th-century engineering marvel that connects Porto with Vila Nova de Gaia. The bridge can be crossed both from the upper and lower levels. On the other side of the river, in Vila Nova de Gaia, you'll find the famous port wine cellars. Visiting one of these cellars is almost a must to understand the importance of this wine, which is exported worldwide. Tours usually include a walk through the facilities and a tasting of different varieties, always accompanied by explanations about their history and production process. Perched on a hill, Porto Cathedral, also known as the Sé, offers panoramic views of the old town and the river. Not far from it, the Church of São Francisco dazzles with its richly gilded Baroque interior. Also nearby is the Palácio da Bolsa, a 19th-century neoclassical building known for its magnificent Arab room, a salon inspired by Islamic art that leaves visitors in awe. A visit to the famous Lello bookstore is also highly recommended. Often ranked among the most beautiful bookstores in the world, it attracts thousands of visitors thanks to its spectacular wooden staircase, stained glass windows, and magical ambiance. It's said to have inspired the author of Harry Potter. Number 6. Sintra. Located just 30 kilometers from Lisbon, this Portuguese city, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, sits nestled in the hills of the Sintra Mountains, surrounded by lush forests, verdant gardens, and colorful palaces that seem straight out of a fairy tale. The National Palace of Pina, built in the 19th century as a summer residence for the royal family, is undoubtedly one of Sintra's most recognizable landmarks. This colorful palace, which blends architectural styles such as Gothic, Manueline, and Moorish, stands atop a hill and offers breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. Another highlight is the Castelo dos Muros, an 8th century fortress built by the Moors during their occupation of the Iberian Peninsula. Although time has turned it into ruins, visitors can still walk along its walls that snake across the ridge of the mountains, providing spectacular views of the Atlantic Ocean and the town of Sintra. In the heart of Sintra's historic center lies the Sintra National Palace, easily recognized by its two large white conical chimneys. Its interior preserves unique features such as mudajar tiles, intricately carved wooden ceilings, and rooms decorated with antique furnishings. The old town itself, with its narrow streets, traditional houses, and artisan shops, invites visitors to stroll leisurely and soak in the town's bohemian and romantic atmosphere. One of Sintra's most fascinating sights is the Quinta da Regaleira, an estate full of symbolism and mystery. Its gardens are filled with secret tunnels, grottos, towers, and statues, but its most famous feature is the Initiation Well, a spiral staircase descending into the earth that has been linked to Masonic and esoteric rituals, sparking curiosity in all who visit. Number 5. Madeira. Known as the Pearl of the Atlantic, Madeira is a Portuguese archipelago located about 1,000 kilometers southwest of Lisbon, captivating visitors with its breathtaking landscapes and year-round mild climate. Funchal, the archipelago's capital, is a vibrant and welcoming city, perfect as a base for exploring the island. Its old town preserves cobbled streets, colonial houses, and a blend of modernity and tradition. One of the liveliest places is the Mercado dos Lavradores, where you'll find tropical fruits, exotic flowers, fresh fish, and local specialties like Madeira wine. One of the island's most treasured gastronomic products. The Botanical Garden and the Monte Palace Tropical Garden are also highlights, offering panoramic views over the city and coastline. One of the most iconic experiences in Madeira is walking along the levadas, ancient irrigation channels that now serve as scenic hiking trails. These paths lead through laurel forests, laurisilva, a unique type of vegetation protected by UNESCO. Popular routes include the Levada do Caldeirão Verde and the Levada das 25 Fontes, which take you to hidden waterfalls and dreamlike landscapes. Madeira is also known for its rugged coastline, dramatic cliffs, and stunning viewpoints. Cabo Girão, one of the highest sea cliffs in Europe, features a glass platform suspended over the edge, offering a dizzying yet unforgettable view. Meanwhile, Pico do Arrieiro and Pico Ruivo, the highest peaks on the island, offer spectacular mountain routes where you can literally walk above the clouds. The ocean plays a major role in island life. The waters surrounding Madeira are deep, clear, and rich in marine life. There are excellent opportunities for whale and dolphin watching, as well as scuba diving, snorkeling, or swimming in natural lava pools like those found in Porto Moniz. Number 4. Coimbra. Located on the banks of the Mondego River, between Lisbon and Porto, Coimbra is one of the oldest cities in Portugal, renowned as a cradle of knowledge and academic tradition in the country. At the heart of the city lies the University of Coimbra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Founded in 1290, it was for centuries the main center of learning in Portugal. Its impressive hilltop campus offers incredible views and houses several historic buildings worth visiting. Among them are the Joanina Library, with its gilded wooden shelves and thousands of ancient volumes, the Sala dos Capelos, where academic ceremonies are held, and the Chapel of São Miguel, notable for its Baroque organ and decorative details. Coimbra is a city of contrasts. Its upper part, dominated by the university, has a solemn and monumental atmosphere, while the lower part, along the river, offers a more vibrant urban life with shops, cafes, restaurants, and green spaces. Strolling through the Baixa reveals gems like the Monastery of Santa Cruz, where the first king of Portugal, Dom Afonso Henriques, is buried, or the Church of Santiago with its Romanesque facade. Coimbra is also famous for its unique style of fado, distinct from that of Lisbon or Porto, as it is deeply tied to the academic world. Coimbra fado is performed exclusively by men, usually students or alumni, and its lyrics tend to be more melancholic and reflective. Listening to it live, whether in a cafe or during a nighttime serenade through the historic center, is one of the most authentic experiences the city has to offer. Additionally, Coimbra offers plenty of opportunities to relax and enjoy nature. The university's botanical gardens, among the oldest in Europe, provide a peaceful stroll through exotic species, centuries-old trees, and tranquil paths. It's also pleasant to walk along the banks of the Mondego or visit Parque Verde, especially on sunny days, where the atmosphere is calm and inviting. Number 3. Aveiro. Affectionately known as the Portuguese Venice, Aveiro is a charming city located on the country's west coast, famous for its canals, colorful gondolas, and peaceful atmosphere that invites visitors to enjoy every corner at a leisurely pace. One of Aveiro's main attractions are its canals, which run through the city center and are navigated by traditional molicheiros. These boats, originally used for harvesting seaweed, now carry tourists on scenic rides that offer a unique perspective of the city. The city center is very pleasant to explore on foot or by bike, another popular mode of transport thanks to the area's flat topography. The streets of the Beira-Mar district, the oldest part of the city, are filled with traditional houses covered in colorful tiles, cozy bars, craft shops, and restaurants where visitors can taste the best of local cuisine. The presence of Art Nouveau in the city's urban architecture is another distinctive feature of Aveiro. Many buildings in the city center retain decorative elements from this style, with wrought iron balconies, stained glass windows, and tiles. It is impossible to talk about Aveiro without mentioning its proximity to the coast. Just a few kilometers from the center lies Costa Nova, a small coastal village famous for its striped houses that once served as storage for fishermen. Today, they are a living postcard of the region and an ideal place for a walk by the sea, enjoying fresh seafood, or simply relaxing in the sun. There are also the Barra beaches, with their iconic lighthouse, the tallest in Portugal, where visitors can enjoy water sports or simply contemplate the power of the Atlantic. Number 2. Algarve. Situated in the southernmost part of Portugal, the Algarve is one of the country's most visited regions. With a privileged climate almost all year round, warm Atlantic waters, and postcard-worthy landscapes, this destination brings together the best of the Portuguese coastline in a strip of land full of contrasts and nuances. Undoubtedly, one of the Algarve's biggest attractions is its beaches. The variety is impressive. There are expansive, sandy beaches, small coves hidden among rocky formations, wild beaches ideal for surfing, and others more tranquil for relaxation. Some of the best-known ones include Praia da Marinha, considered one of the most beautiful beaches in the world for its turquoise waters and stunning cliffs, and Praia do Camilo, accessible via a staircase between the rocks that reveals a dreamy spot. Praia da Falécia also stands out, with its long stretch of golden sand bordered by reddish cliffs, perfect for walks by the sea. The region is also famous for its rock formations and sea caves, with the most iconic being the Benagil Cave. Accessible only by sea, this cave has a huge hole in the ceiling that lets sunlight filter through. Beyond the beaches, the Algarve offers charming cities and towns. Lagos is one of the most attractive, with its walled old town, cobbled streets, relaxed atmosphere, and marina. Faro, the capital of the region, has a beautiful historic center, the Cidade Velha, where you can visit the cathedral and the Chapel of Bones. Tavira, further east, retains an authentic and traditional atmosphere, with churches, Roman bridges, and a slower pace of life. Inland, Silves surprises with its Arab-origin castle and Moorish heritage, while Monchique, in the mountains, offers lush green landscapes and thermal baths. Number 1. Lisbon. Situated along the banks of the Tagus River, Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, is undoubtedly the country's most popular city. One of Lisbon's greatest charms is its structure, with hills offering spectacular viewpoints. From places like the Miraduro da Senhora do Monte, Santa Catarina, or the São Jorge Castle, you can admire the city's layout, the Tagus River, and the iconic 25th of April Bridge. The Alfama district, with its narrow streets, is a must-see. Here, you can visit the Lisbon Cathedral, the Igreja de São Vicente de Fora, and the National Pantheon, as well as wander aimlessly to discover small squares, hidden staircases, and balconies filled with laundry and flowers. Nearby is the Baixa district, rebuilt after the Great Earthquake of 1755. Its straight streets, wide squares like Praça do Comércio, and neoclassical buildings present a more elegant and open side of Lisbon. From there, you can take the Santa Justa elevator, an iron structure in neo-Gothic style that connects to the Chiado neighborhood, a bohemian and cultural hub where cafes, bookstores, and shops coexist with theaters and galleries. Belém is another essential area. This zone concentrates some of the most important monuments in Portuguese history. You can visit the Jerónimos Monastery, a gem of Manueline architecture, the Belém Tower, which once protected the entrance to the port, and the Monument to the Discoveries, commemorating the golden age of Portuguese explorers. It's also the perfect place to try the famous pastel de Belém, whose secret recipe has been carefully guarded for generations. Transportation in the city is part of its charm. Riding the iconic Tram 28 is a tourist attraction in itself, as it winds through some of the most emblematic neighborhoods, navigating narrow and steep streets. Check out these recommended videos to keep exploring the world. If you liked the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload new content. See you in the next video.